Hello, I am here to talk to you today about the awesome to-do app that is Habitica. And in a sense, I don't really use it as a to-do app as much as I use it as a keep track of the things I'm supposed to do on a regular basis app. So what I'd like to talk to you today about is basically all of the different parts of my gaming style with Habitica and a little bit about how it fits into my life on a day-to-day basis. So first of all, I'm going to just go here into Habitica.com. You'll see that it gives you a little tip right at the beginning. But also here we're going to get a way to check off anything that you did yesterday. I do have one more thing that I did before I finished checking everything off. You can see there's a few things that I didn't do yesterday, but that's normal for me because I have a particular skill that I use so that none of these things damage my health in this system. Then I click on Start My New Day. You're going to see that it's still showing up as the old thing, but there's a loading bar up top here. You're going to see that I just completed this very cool quest with all of my party buddies. It's called the Pterodactyl. This is one of the new quests. You can see that I've received experience gold and also 3 pterodactyl eggs. We're going to hatch at least one of those eggs while we're here on the system for you so you can see a little bit about what that's like. Basically, my motivation in using Habitica is I want as many pixelated animals as possible. If pixelated animals and putting yourself in cool scenes with, dinosaurs and confetti and forests and such, if that sort of thing appeals to you, this will be a very motivating and very good platform for you to use. So it is currently pretty late at night, which means that I'm probably violating several of the things on here right now. But because I'm in the middle of my not so busy season, this is the time where Habitica really comes in handy for me to keep me doing things that are normal and should be normal. You can see here I have things for working on work. I have working on my email inbox. Here's one that I've worked with my therapist. I need to eat things for breakfast within 1.5 hours of waking up in the morning. And if I want to make sure that I'm doing that, this is something that I need to be able to check off every day. In fact, the number of times in the last, let's say, 2 weeks to a month that I've checked this off only because I saw it, realized I hadn't eaten something yet, and knew I needed to, and went and got myself something to eat, is very high. The same with taking morning medication, all of the other different things on here. There's all kinds of stuff. There's also a feature where you can allow multiple portions of things. So in this case, if I click check on any one of these things, I can then check it off as done as well. And so that allows me to break down my daily activities, which is another important thing that my therapist and I are working on together. Basically, I have a lot of very simple things on my Habitica. You'll see that leaving the house to spend time outside, messaging or making plans with friends. These are all things to help alleviate the depression that I experience. So I consider this app to be very foundational to maintaining good mental health on a regular basis. It allows me to make sure that I am paying attention to my personal needs and working towards real habits that are formed long term. One of my favorite features of this game is actually this little enchanted armoire, which gives me a special little piece whenever I do it. So I try to gain enough coins in a day to click this once a day. I'm going to click it today, and oh my goodness, it gave me a red party dress that is super cool. I'm very excited to wear that dress on my avatar. I'm going to show you a little bit about my my avatar now here. So if you go here, you can go edit avatar. You can pick the size of your character. These shirt colors are not usually something you see very often, but you can pick skin color up to and including crazy green. You can choose pixelated hair, pixelated glasses, whether or not you want to have a flower in your hair. One of the things I love is that it's somewhat accessible. They even have a wheelchair. You can add some animal ears if you'd like. You'll see that these are all payable with diamonds. This is gems is what they call them here in Habitica. These are things you can purchase through the Habitica system to help support the network of people that makes it all possible. And they're also things that you can get if you have a monthly membership, which is something that I do have. I think I have a membership that renews every 3 months, actually. One of my favorite parts of Habitica is actually all of these super fun backgrounds. You can see we have a couple of these I think are sort of Alice in Wonderland themed backgrounds for your avatar. I really love choosing new backgrounds for my avatar and looking cool. You can see right now I am riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a pet small dinosaur here, the Triceratops. I am wearing a cap with a feather in it, and I have a shield and a sword and some nifty clothes on. That is one of the things that, crazy enough, motivates me to keep doing things day to day. You can see that I'm a level 125 rogue. There are multiple different types of characters that you can choose from rogue, warrior, mage, and healer. Those are the main ones that I have looked into. Some of them I've tried, some of them I haven't. Right now, I'm sticking at just in a really good space right now with my character, and I'm happy with where I'm at. The party here is a group of, in my case, a group of women that we've all gotten together. We're all kind of women in our mid-20s to mid-30s. We're all looking to improve our day-to-day habits through supporting each other and through motivating ourselves with awesome pixelated animals. And so to get those pixelated animals, we all are in this party together, and we all go on quests. You can see that quests are purchasable, some with gold, most of them with 4 diamonds. You can see that the pet and mount quests are numerous here. There's lots of different pets that you can go. Everything from a pet rock to a pet octopus to a pet hedgehog. There are this many amazing opportunities to own adorable pixelated animals. Let me just show you my pixelated animal stable here. I've got a little bit of everything. You can see that I have nifty looking animals of all shapes and sizes and types, everything from woolly mammoths to griffins to whales and bees and jack-o'-lanterns and phoenixes, and everything in between. There are so many different options, and I'm a huge fan of these awesome little pixelated animals. Now, I was saying earlier that my quest pets are pretty cool, and I might even evolve one for you here today. Let's see. Now, I have some horse eggs that I could do. What I really want is I want to find that pterodactyl. I think it's this last row right here. Are these pterodactyls? Yes. I'm going to hatch a base pterodactyl for you today. So I'm going to click it, and it's asking me to hatch, and I will say yes. And there you have it. It is a base pterodactyl. And I would love to have, let's say, a golden pterodactyl as well. I'm going to hatch myself a golden pterodactyl, and look at that beautiful yellow pterodactyl. Oh my goodness. And sorry, there's some kind of a hatch bug there. I'm not sure what that is, but pretty simple to resolve. And I'm also going to make myself a red pterodactyl. I'm going to hatch me a red pterodactyl. Woohoo! So you can see that I now have 3 different little pterodactyls. I can feed them food if I would like to make them become larger. You can see that I've been feeding this desert nudibranch here. So let us find out what a nudibranch will. And then you can see that it brings me this little potato. And says the desert nudibranch really likes the potato, so I'm going to continue feeding this nudibranch potatoes until it tells me, woohoo, I have tamed the desert nudibranch. Let's go for a ride. Alright, so let's now go into my mounts and my quest mounts, and let us go see where my nudibranch is. I don't know what a nudibranch will look like yet. Oh, my desert nudibranch. Here's my desert nudibranch. So now, if we go up to the top, we should see me riding on a nudibranch. Unfortunately, there we go. You can see me riding on a nudibranch, which is darn cool. It looks kind of like a magic carpet with antenna. I think that's pretty awesome. So that's just a really brief, the way that I'm using Habitica to manage my life. I find it oddly motivating and oddly satisfying. And I also find the support and camaraderie of the other girls in my party to be great. We have a pretty active text forum kind of going back and forth where earlier today there was some dinosaur puns being bandied about. I am the leader of the party in my group, and it has been really rewarding for me to help a group of other women to follow their day-to-day needs, and it's been great for me personally. I feel like I have gained a great deal from using this service. There are so many days that I have done 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 things that I would not have done without the habit of Habitica. So thank you to the team that's made Habitica possible, and if you're considering trying it, please give it a go. I think it's an amazing way to figure out how to get your life back on track in a simple, slightly addicting, very odd little RPG. It's totally great for nerds like me and possibly nerds like you. Give it a shot and let me know how it goes for you.